Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Harry's House of Hits, where you find all kinds of baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards and maybe even some soccer cards and some Pokemon and all that good stuff. Thanks for showing us again today, guys. This is our third video. I'm here with Rocky, and we bought a baseball card collection. This is part 2, where we're going to just kind of go through this baseball card collection and see what's in it. You guys, actually, to be honest with you, this stack of cards we're going through today, I've yet to see most of them. I don't think I've seen any of them, to be honest with you. So we're going to take a look at some of these cards and see what we got. Rocky, you want to say anything before we get started?
No, just subscribe.
Subscribe, like, all that good stuff that YouTubers are supposed to say. All right, so here we go. We're going to get this thing started here. I've got my camera system set up a little wonky. I'm hoping I don't knock something over, but I'm going to get started on this. First card out of the gate is a Steve Young Then and Now. What we're finding with this collection is that the cards are not in fantastic shape. So, it is what it is. We spent $100 on this collection. You'll see all parts of all of them. So, let's see what we got. There's a Jalen Brunson NBA card. It's got a big crease in the middle of it. Virtuous Velocity. Vlad Guerrero Jr., which also has some big creases. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, if it's showing up or not, but it is a pretty good crease. There's a Mike Schmidt from 1984, 85? It might be 83, which I think it is 83. Warwick Dunn. There's an A-Rod. Lots of dents in these cards. This is a David Robinson USA Dream Team magnet. Put it on your refrigerator and it's a magnet. You got Barry Bonds, Barry Larkin, just some older stuff, a lot of hodgepodge stuff there. There's a hockey card. I said at the beginning, you're going to see a lot of everything. Here's a card I wish was a little better shape. A-Rod, it's see-through, so you can see through the card stock there. There's a couple Griffies there from Victory. Both of them are in terrible condition. Another Griffey. It's pretty sad, but also has a crease in it. Here's a Scottie Pippen Dream Team magnet. It's kind of cool. Ryan Zimmerman, pretty neat card from Topps. I don't know that. I don't even know what year that is. Washington Nationals. I thought maybe it'd be numbered on the back. It is not, but it's lots of shine on that card. Bryce Harper, Scott Rowland, Hall of Famer, Barry Bonds, Alonzo Mourning, Minka Fitzpatrick, Brian Grant. There's a Kyle Loesch card that looks ancient. It's not. It's from 2005, but it's beat up so bad it looks like an old card. Dwight Evans, Juan Gonzalez, rookie card, 91 Topps. That's my fault. If you watched the last video, you'll know that I made a mistake because I said 91 Topps was 90 Topps. I know better than that. Sammy Sosa's rookie card's in 90 Topps, so I know what that looks like. Roger Clemens, 87 Topps. There's a Griffey Jr. Diamond Kings from 1990 Donners. Beat up. There's an Andre Jackson Jr. Not even sure who that is, but that card's not in terrible shape, and that's probably because it's a mosaic, and these cards are built to last, except for all the dents on the back. Never mind. Forget what I said about that. Sean Dunston, Cal Ripken Jr., Roger Clemens, best switch hitter of all time. Eddie Murray. Now there's an air card of this somewhere that I think has some value to it. Let's set that off the side because I'm going to have to look into that. If you are sitting at home and you're like, I know what that air is, comment. Yeah. Let us know. Tell us what you think. All right, so we're going to get into some football cards now. I believe there's a lot of football cards in this next box. I'm a baseball guy, coach high school baseball. I don't know as much about football, but here we go. Denny Woodhead, he was a pretty good player for the Patriots, even though I hate him because I'm a Bills fan. Mario Manningham. Then we get into these Topps attacks, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And they're like Pokemon cards where they've got numbers on the guys. Andre Johnson was a heck of a wide receiver, probably Hall of Famer material if he's not already in it. There's a Paul Pawlowski, Buffalo Bill. We set the Bills and the Raiders out because that's who we root for. I'm a Bills fan, and there's Darren McFadden and Michael Bush. Raiders, Darren Sproles, Eric Weems, that guy, I don't know, I can't even pronounce his name. Marcus Colston was a nice player. Jeremy Curley for the Jets. But lots of commons in here. But we'll just keep on trucking along and see if we don't find a. Let's see what year this even is. 2011, Matt Hasselbeck, Larry Fitzgerald. That's not a bad card, and not in terrible shape. I start thinking about what rookies all these guys are, but we'll have to go through them later and kind of see. But there's a rookie card, and they look different. Lance Briggs, Steve Smith, and Steve Smith. Two Steve Smiths back to back. Troy Polamalu, Pierre Woods. Let's just keep on cruising along. There's Isaac Bruce, Hall of Famer from the Rams. Matt Schaub, Jerry Macklin, Macklin, that was his name. Greg Jennings, Troy, AJ Hawk. What do you got?
I found a card that says that.
Ben Watson?
Yeah, he's number 67.
The 67th card in the set. So you kids out there, you're looking. Rocky says this says 67 at the top. That means that's what number in the set that card is. So his number is actually looks like 82. Yeah, it says 82 right here. So his numbers card actually is. Oh, there's a good card coming up. I see one in the box that Rocky hasn't pulled out yet. Michael Jenkins, Jeremy Curley again. Hey, Ray Allen. Ray Allen's a nice player, Hall of Famer. If not yet, will be. Joe Montana, victory. Entered a win a Joe Montana jersey. I think we're late on that drawing, Rock. Ed Reed. Tops. There's a class of something. Isaac Bruce again. Brandon Harris. Niles Paul. I'm kind of hoping to see a big rookie in here because you never know. Like I said, we bought this set from a gentleman down south. Drove down, picked it up one night, and just got after it. I'm beating you right now. That's the card I was talking about, that one on top. Oh, let's see. Desmond Briscoe. Again, Desmond Briscoe. Here is a Kenny Irons rookie card. Cedric Benson. Nothing really there. Nothing too big. This was the card I was talking about. Adrian Peterson. From Score. And it looks like 2010. That's Adrian Peterson's one of the best of all time.
Catching up to me because these are all flipped over.
Are you setting them up straight for me? Is that what you're doing? Tony O'Brien, Cedric Benson again. There's another Adrian Peterson. Couple APs there. Let's set AP out to the side, Rock. Is that cool? I don't even know if Rocky knows who Adrian Peterson is. Really nice player. Let's see. Rondé Barber, Snead, Derek Ward. That's an interesting looking card. There is a rookie of a guy I've never heard of. All right. I'm going to have to jump ahead. I'm going to skip ahead of Rocky here for just a second here, folks.
These cards are all turned around.
I know. I'm going to have to turn some around too. Hey, there's a baseball. This guy was a basher. Mr. Dunn from most of his home runs came with Cincinnati, I think. Miguel Tejada. That's nice. Here's a star of the game. That is Robert Meacham. Star rookie card. Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush again. And I can't remember if Reggie Bush had a good enough career to be a Hall of Famer. He probably had Hall of Fame skills, but never really took off in the NFL like he did in college. He was a Heisman winner. Won quite a few awards. There's Josh Freeman. He played quarterback for a while. Shad Choice. We're getting in some Cowboys here. DeMarcus Ware. It's not a DeMarcus Ware rookie. Nope, it's not. I'm not as keen on the football cards. I don't know as much about them as I do the baseball cards. I can probably get in a contest. I'm not saying I'd win, but I could probably get in a contest with baseball cards. There's a couple rookies there, and I'm not remembering or recognizing either one of those guys' names or anything like that. So Taguchi. Riley Green. There's a Jim Evans card. That's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool card of him back, gold label. Kenny Lofton. Jeremy Bonderman. There's Starling Castro Gold Cup card. Johnny Peralta. I am a set builder, for those of you that didn't watch the first video, but seeing these kind of cards, I don't know that I have that set, so it's nice to, even if they are commons, it's nice to get them so that we can put them together. There's Matt Forte. He had a long career with the Chicago Bears. Jason Witten card. That's kind of cool. Diamond giveaway. I don't know what that is, but I think we missed the giveaway. It's been a while. Joe Mauer, Hall of Famer. Gary Sheffield, I think, should be in the Hall of Fame. There's a Adam Jones. There's A-Rod with David Ortiz. It's kind of neat because now they're on TV together. He's watched the World Series or whatever. That's the post-game crew.
How do you say?
David Ortiz and Alex Rodriguez. That's a pretty cool card.
Oh, I thought I was on the same.
And there's Ryan Zimmerman behind that. I'm noticing too it's a subset. So the UH270. I'm going to look into that. I have to look into that. The Dominican, it said the Dominican what? It was Dominican Dandies. The Dominican Dandies. All right, here we go. We got a rookie card right here on top. And it's, I think, a pretty good one. Darrelle Revis. The problem is this corner. Yeah. Not great, but man, Darrelle Revis is a nice player. Nice, of course, it says star rookies, but it has 3 years of stats behind it. Doesn't really make it a rookie card if it's not there. There's some Raiders. There's Michael Bush. A couple Raiders. I'll throw them out in the middle there, Rock.
Okay.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. There's another Bill. Chris Long, Owen Daniels. I'm seeing a lot of the same Santonio Holmes. Nice player. There's some Florida Marlins. Brian Anderson, Matt Carpenter. There's a Bryce Harper. Jacob deGrom, that is a Diamond Kings card. Donruss Diamond Kings. Luke Weaver. We got Joey Votto. Joey Votto, the Team Heroes. Looks like that's from Diamond Kings too. Yeah, a little subset from Diamond Kings. I like the fact that there's some mixed match stuff. Jose Reyes. Chris Bryant, little KB, Chicago Cubs. World Series, made the last play in the World Series, the 2016 World Series. Chris Bryant.
Well,
Kyle Hendricks. We're looking at Sal Perez there, Justin Morneau, Giovanni Soto. There is Ramirez. That's Alexi Ramirez? Or Hanley Ramirez. That's Hanley Ramirez and Ortiz. Zobrist. Oh, Webb. Let's see, we got Longoria, and A-Rod got his picture with everybody, it seems like. Then we got some 86 tops here. Joe Carter, a little beat up pretty good. Phil Niekro is a Hall of Famer. Mr. Knuckleball. There's the Niekro brothers. That also had an error card, but this one's pretty binged up, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then Kelvin Winslow Jr., Asante Samuel, LaShawn McCoy, back when he was with the Eagles. Eddie Royal was a nice wide receiver. Another Raider, Zach Miller. I'm saying all this stuff. He's going through the cards before I do, so he sees them all. Luke Scott, Melvin Mora, Mark Reynolds, Brian Roberts, another Melvin Mora. These are all Orioles, and I would say back then the Orioles were not very good, so there's probably not much quality in the Orioles
I'm just fine.
contingent there. Benji Molina, Pablo Sandoval, Juan Uribe. Oh, that's Jason Schmidt. And Matt Cain to close it up from the San Francisco Giants. We're on to our second box here, so we're trying to scroot through these pretty good here. Some more Orioles. Man, there's some Houston Astros stuff. Darren Erstad. I remember him playing with the Astros. I thought Darren Erstad was with the Angels. But anymore, everybody gets traded around so much. Let's see if there's anybody's name that pops up. Jimerson. Charlton Jimerson. Never heard of him. Lance Berkman. Michael Bourne was a pretty good player. Bud Norris. Here we're getting into some Cardinals. That's Bud Norris with the... A lot of those guys played with the Cardinals. I thought we were getting into some Cardinals. John Lieber. Roy Halladay. He's a Hall of Famer. Cole Hamels, he's up for Hall of Fame this year. Somebody was telling me about that, and they were saying that he did deserve to get in. I thought, well, let's look at his numbers, because I think he does deserve to get in. 88 Donruss, always nice to see some 88 Donruss junk laying around. Oh, we got a sleeved card coming up. I always like getting to these collections because it's amazing what some people will sleeve up. Put a sleeve on a card that is not that good. Leon Durham, 88 Donruss, and here it is. A Brandon Boggs. Good thing they sleeved that up. Daniel Murphy. Ryan DeMont. There's a backwards one. Hal Morris. 88 Donners is pretty well all junk. J.J. Hardy and Ricky Romero. Ricky Romero to close out that little bit there. Rocky's trying to keep up. He's my sidekick over here. He's flying through this stuff trying to keep up. Jake Arrieta. Nice. That'd be cool if I find Jake Arrieta's rookie card in here. As a Cubs fan, Jake Arrieta is someone I enjoy because he had a really nice career with the Chicago Cubs. So, all right, we've got some more here from Rock. He's cruising through some stuff. Looks like this is some late 80s, mid 80s to late 80s. There's a 91 Fleer. But this is all pretty well. It has to be the right guy when you start talking about this genre of baseball cards, the wax era. A lot of overprinted stuff, and then they changed the way they did things. And now you got numbered cards and autographed cards and different parallels and all that stuff. Nothing really good in that one either. Phil Clark coming up. Phil Clark. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Kurt Gibson. Another guy I think should be in the Hall of Fame, but is not. Tony Pena, that's 90 tops, but this 90 tops is actually a traded 90 tops. Ellis Burks. I had a million of these cards. Ellis Burks, thought he was going to be just the best thing ever. This is Darren Bragg. And this card right here, I don't even remember Topps making this set. You can't even hardly read the name on it. You got to get it in a certain light because it's gold and it has the background has leopard print background or something on it. So you got to look at the back. 1998 Topps. In all the cards that I have, I don't know that I have ever seen a 98 Topps. That's something else. And then they put the number on the side, so if you're a set builder, it's really hard to find. So yeah, Oral Hershiser, Benito Santiago, there's a Hall of Famer, and Roberto Alomar, superstar, Joe Carter, Steve Garvey, backwards All-Star, Bip Roberts, rookie card. Yep, rookie card, Bip Roberts. Although he really didn't have that great of a career. Oh, we got some bendies in here. This card right here is bent pretty good. Ernest Dye, the backside of this bit. Here we go, Benito Santiago again. There is Hideki Irabu. Javi Lopez, probably at one point in time I could pronounce his name. Reed Johnson. Derek Lee. Nice player there. John Estrada. This is a Robin Ventura. We got Nefi Perez. Henry Rodriguez there. Adrian Gonzalez had a great career. Paul Bird. There's some football coming at you. Larry Brown. Tom Waddle. Dan Footman. Funny story, I was watching football when I was a little kid, which didn't happen very often, and Tom Waddle caught a pass over the middle and got hit pretty hard. And I can remember my uncles making fun of his last name because he waddled off the field. Kind of funny. Juan Encarnacion. This is a classic best, which is interesting because that's pre-Juan Encarnacion being in the major leagues. That's kind of a cool card. It's Carlos Zambrano, Jose Reyes, Edison Volquez. There's some decent players in here. You can put a baseball team together with these guys. Andre Ethier was really nice. Carter Capps. Russell Martin was a nice catcher for a long time. J.A. Happ. Tim Lincecum, Cy Young Award winner. Cliff Lee. Yonder Alvarez. And then there's a few of these in here. These Topps Heritage. I always like the Heritage. They're kind of cool looking. Tyler Colvin played with the Cubs. Came up with the Cubs. Just didn't really stick. Dana Stubblefield. Keep looking through this football, looking for someone that is decent. Darren Herron played for the Cardinals for a few years. We're getting close. 2 more stacks, folks, and then we're going to get you out of here. 19 minutes and 26 seconds in this video so far. Luis Matos, Reimold, Fernando Tatis, Senior. Fernando Tatis, Senior. Josh Tolley, how about that? Josh Tolley rookie card from Aviston, Illinois. He's from Aviston, Illinois. That's a funny story on this guy. I'm going to side note it here. I'm going to do this from time to time. I'm coaching Legion ball against Aveston's Legion team, and this guy had to come out of the game because he just got drafted. Pretty cool experience for me. He was catching against us, and next thing you know, he wasn't catching against us because he now played for the Mets. Ike Davis, Carlos Beltran, Daniel Murphy, Justin Turner, who was with the Cubs this year, Josh Tolley again, another Josh Tolley. Josh Tolley actually ended up being the main catcher for the knuckleballer out there. David Wright, A.J. Burnett, Phil Hughes a couple times, Mark Teixeira. Lots of Yankees here. Lots of Yankees. You're going to like looking through this, bud. Matt Latos, Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. Clayton Richard. Let's see here. Ryan Ludwig. Oh, that's Joe Morgan. When they do this, what is this set? Number 630, Joe Morgan is in the 2005 top. What year is this? This is 2012 top set. That's interesting. I didn't know they did that. You all right?
Yeah.
Banged your head on the table there, reaching for a card. Scott Rowland, Hall of Famer. Joey Votto, guaranteed Hall of Famer. Adam Harang. These are all Reds. You okay?
Yeah.
He's still holding his head over here. Jamie Moyer, and then we're getting into some 87 tops. Josh Bell, Nick Markakis, Adam Jones, nice player. Another Adam Jones. Jared Saltalamacchia. Ryan Rayburn. Durham Barney, Miguel Montero, Eric Chavez, AJ Przenski, and we got one stack left. Oh, I just bumped the camera, Rock. It's not good, especially this late into it. All right, here we go. Last stack. Let's see if there's anything worth talking about. Trevor Cahill, he's been messing around in the majors for a long time. Peavy, Jake Peavy, that is. Orlando Hudson. Cal Payne, here we go, some 90. Here's Tony Gwynn Jr., not to be confused with Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was a little bit better. There's a Felix Hernandez. That's King Felix out of Seattle. Great career. Really didn't do much with anybody else. There's a Kurt Suzuki. Kind of neat card.
Wait, is that?
It's Kurt Suzuki with the...
Seiya Suzuki?
Not Seiya Suzuki. I wonder if they're related. Of course, both land from Japan. Who knows? Trevor Cahill. There's Mark Willis. Scott. Jess Krut. And Brandon McCarthy is the last one. So
That's right, man.
there we go. Brandon McCarthy's the last card in that box. So we knocked out 2 more boxes tonight. Rocky's got the Pekka Rinne bobblehead going for the Nashville Predators. We got that in this $100 purchase as well. So that's it for this video. So what do you got, Rocky? Anything?
If you want any of these cards, just comment.
Yeah, comment us. Let us know what you like, what you want. If there's anything in here, not a lot great going on here, but who knows?
Subscribe, leave a like, and comment.
Yep. Comment us. Let us know what you want to see, what we can do better, what we can do worse. So, for Rocky and myself, Harry Carey's going to send us out with a Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win!